Bittorrent is a low-position coin with the ticker BTT that truly has a current worth of $0 and a market capitalization of $440,486,502 in a sort of significant way. Digital currencies in a real sense have especially long passed the reason for being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers, or so they generally thought these days. It's a resource class that truly is significantly managed and surprisingly embraced as lawful delicate protect their resources under administration. Protection from the jogging expansion that unpretentiously impairs the traditional monetary business sectors. On August 4, the cost of Bittorrent for the most part was at $0 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change truly added up to 0.0.28, which certainly is genuinely huge. 7 days prior, on July 29, BTT especially was esteemed at $0, which sort of intends that from that point forward the cost explicitly has especially changed by 0%. Or so they sort of thought a month prior. On July 5, the market member lay out the cost of Bittorrent at $0. In this way, the coin really has made a 3.74 move to arrive at its by and large present standings, for the most part. Notwithstanding as currently made sense of the cost of Bittorrent isn't the main really factor that we especially consider while making the cost forecast, which for the most part is genuinely critical. It's likewise vital to keep an especially sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to explicitly have an especially clear perspective on where the market generally is going in an unobtrusive manner. The examination of market capitalization sort of conveys equivalent significance in both digital money and customary business sectors by and large, as opposed to prevalent thinking. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology especially is utilized to generally decide the very by and large position and prominence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, which most certainly is very huge. Changes in market capitalization, really certain are negative in every practical sense, are additionally characteristic of the manner by which the said market could basically be going, as well as the resources essentially potential for making games or posting misfortunes in both most certainly short and long-haul viewpoints in every way that really matters. In opposition to prevalent thinking, this very particular really indicator is also used to quantify Bittorrent's dominance in comparison to the rest of the digital currency market's progressions, and which may also offer clues at its future exhibition, which especially shows that cryptographic forms of money especially have sort of lengthy past the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers in a genuinely enormous way to generally decide the by and large current market capitalization of BTT. We generally duplicate the flowing stockpile, the boundary that will explicitly be generally made sense of later by the truly present worth of the cryptographic money under survey in an all things considered significant way. Starting today, the market capitalization of Bittorrent especially remains at $440.486,502, which frames the reason for sort of present kind of positioning basically was referenced before, which fundamentally is very critical. Recently, on August 4, BTT especially had a market capitalization of $440,528,546 in an unpretentious manner. Keep going week. On July 29, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to by and large was recorded at $453,167,732, which really is genuinely huge. A month prior, on July, the market worth of Bittorrent by and large was surveyed to, for the most part, be $457.592 in every practical sense. 240. Total stock takes into account the number of coins that have previously been delivered through various means, for example, mining, which is genuinely critical. These digital currencies can in reality be utilized either for essentially dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers. Most certainly, in spite of mainstream thinking, this particular indicator also figures the coins that have essentially been purposely converted away from through the cycle known as consuming, which in a genuine sense is used to limit the expansion rate. Truly further appearance how these digital currencies can be used specifically for dynamic swapping or saved in financial backers' wallets or with caregivers in every practical sense. The true all-out supply of Bittorrent is now set at 9,900,000 BTT. Additional appearance: how at this point the truly complete stockpile of Bittorrent in a real sense is laid out at 990,000,000,000,000,000,000 BTT in an unobtrusive manner. Ultimately, the coursing supply, for the most part, is utilized to work out the market capitalization and for the most part survey the coins truly current remaining in the positions. It indicates the especially generally measure of BTT that, for the most part, is as of now exchanged across all trades barring the coins that explicitly are marked locked frozen or briefly explicitly put unavailable for general use out of the blue, which in every practical sense is very huge. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that in every practical sense have a flowing stock between 60 million and 150 million for the most part are the most reasonable for certainly long-haul speculation, since they really are generally liable to basically see the value in esteem over a lengthy time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, showing the way that these cryptographic forms of money can especially be utilized either for essentially dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with caretakers. Amazingly, at this crossroads, Bittorrent in a real sense has a circling supply of 951,421,714,286,000 points. DOT is also high exchanging volume. Ordinarily Graham stands that liquidity is essentially streaming into that market, which shows the especially broad premium in the cryptographic forms of money and guarantees smooth execution of exchanges in a genuinely significant way. However, it should be most definitely noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that much reasonable for making commonly long-haul cost expectations. However, it frequently gives for the most part. The guideline here is to get into the activity when the cost essentially begins to rise, when the cost essentially is pushing out of the Union region, and especially leave the boat once the volume begins to drop after an extensive convention, which certainly is very huge. It's even sort of better assuming those cost shifts generally occur in areas that match with generally high volume, which in a real sense are typically shown through tall bars on the byproduct. Bitcoin price prediction as BTC falls to support level of $26,000 by the dip. In the ever-changing world of cryptocurrencies, the price of Bitcoin is currently around $26,051. On Tuesday, it went down by 0.25%. Even though the way the market works is still changing, recent events and factors have caught the attention of both buyers and fans. Legalizing U.S. penalties against the Tornado Cash cryptocurrency platform is a big deal. This is a big deal in terms of regulatory measures. Also, Craig Wright's claims that there are billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin have been met with skepticism and rejection by the group of people who work on Bitcoin. In the middle of all of this, the growing popularity of ordinary transactions is making NFT supporters question the supposed fall of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price change